Welcome back, everybody, to another week. Happy Thanksgiving for those of us in the U.S. For those of you in the U.S., happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We are grateful for games. We are grateful for Xbox games. We are grateful for this community. So good to be here. This is podcast number 339. As always, I am joined by the bros, the XoneBros. First is Mr. McSpicy.
Hello, how's it going?
There is Jordan the Man.
Hello.
And last but not least, I am X1. Thank you for joining us and hanging out. First up, we do have some announcements to make before we jump into the show. We've got the Couchcast. Couchcast are for members, Arbiter members and higher on over at YouTube. We are doing a Couchcast. The three of us sit down in the same room together and play a game. It starts Monday the 30th, so this next Monday at 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific. So figure out your times.
I like it.
In between that,
PM.
it's going to be a blast. PM. At the PMs.
Post Meridian, right?
We also then have a movie night for our Master Chief tier. Saturday, December 5th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. That's going to be fun. We're going to sit down and watch a movie together with our Master Chief tier. That will take place in Discord, so you will get a private Discord invite if you are in the Master Chief tier for that. We look forward to it. It's going to be exciting. Gamer Club Game of the Month is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Let's talk about it. Where is everybody at in that game? Let's go with Spicy. Spicy hasn't progressed at the story. You're stuck collecting stuff.
God, well, I never progress in these stories. I seriously just explore. I just like to listen to music and get really badass gear.
Dude,
that's what I do.
Why not? What is your favorite weapon/gear, or is there a specific
spear.
that you're going for?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You unlock the dual wielding, and I'm actually looking for another spear so I can have a long spear in one hand and a long spear in another hand. But oh my gosh, just taking people out at range, just pop.
Dude,
It's good.
That is nice.
Yeah, I really like the spear, and I got a really huge shield to go with that spear.
Is it the kite shield or the
No,
one that
it's like as big as my body.
yeah,
It's like
it stops you when you hold it. You're like, yeah.
It's bigger than that one. It looks cooler. So yeah, so I love the spear.
Jordan, how about you? Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
I think I've broken the game.
Oh,
I was telling Mark, I think I've literally broken the game.
why? What happened?
I can just dominate people.
Oh,
it's ridiculous.
You're in domination mode.
My whole build. Let me explain it to you.
Go ahead.
So I have a hammer in my main hand, and I have a dagger in my offhand. Right.
Okay.
And first of all,
It's like an Alanis Morissette song.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I have this full armor set. It's the Thagan armor set. And what it does is it basically boosts your critical strike or your critical chance, right? And then my hammer and my dagger also have critical strike chances, but my hammer always knocks people back. Like it makes them stagger.
I like that.
And then, so because of the critical strike boosts on the armor and my weapons, and every time I parry, it bonuses the critical strike, so I get extra critical strike.
Whoa.
So
You're just like built.
No, well, and basically I'm a parrying god. Like I think playing Sekiro, if you haven't played Sekiro, you need to play that game, and you will just be really good at parrying
for Assassin's Creed
the rest
in
of your
Sekiro.
life. No, it's really good. So anyway, so when I parry, I get the bonus. I get the extra bonus to critical strike on top of all the bonuses that my armor and my weapons give.
Yeah.
And then my hammer knocks them back so they stagger. So basically, parry, hit, they get knocked down or back, and then they die because I just hit them again. Like it's insane. Bosses are the same way.
Crushing it.
And then when I actually go up against bosses, I switch the hammer to the spear because you can use the spear to keep them at range, but I still get the effect of the parrying and the critical strike. Oh, it's insane. I've literally broken the game.
I'm with Spicy. I get stuck going the collectionist route and trying to get like every marker on the map in whatever area you're in.
Yeah.
It's quite annoying, actually.
It's not annoying. It's fun.
Yeah,
Well, no, it's
fantastic.
annoying with the respect that like I'm not progressing at all, but I'm getting all the ore. Like I'm getting all the ore and everything. Right, it pops up. You know, all the white when your eagle flies above, white lines everywhere. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, I don't get that. You get so much from chests. You get like 50 ore per chest you open.
The fact that they light up. Also, I do like you know like the missions you're going in and you read like the letters. Do you guys read all the letters and notes?
Yeah.
I think those are pretty cool. I think those are pretty well done. Just like old Roman letters, a lot of them and stuff like that. Super cool. Fitzy in chat says, I just stopped playing to watch the show. I'm 80 hours in, level 310, and I dual wield a special greatsword with a mythical blacksmith hammer. Ooh. That sounds dirty.
Hey, that's the hammer I
Fitzy's
use.
Talking dirty.
Yeah, that is.
The blacksmith hammer. I don't have it mythical yet. I have all my gear at the blue. So what does it go? Regular, flawless, superior, mythical?
Yeah.
Mythic?
I mean, I do it by colors, but yeah.
Yeah,
You're
so
on-
I'm at
you're
blue.
on, like, the blue
I got
one.
everything at blue. Yeah.
The blue one is
So
it's not the base. It's not the next one, but it's the next one.
yeah, it's 3 of 4 because
Yeah.
I think after that is. But anyway, no, it's really fun. I was actually just talking to Mark about the armor. You're searching for armor. You got a lot of armor.
Yeah.
It's so fun in that game to find an armor set that works with you, and then combine it with like weapons that also work with that armor set
And then
bonus
you
and
add on
everything
top
like
of that
that.
the skill tree that you
Oh,
can
yeah.
build out.
Yeah,
Well,
because
and what I think is really cool is how the armor, when you go into the details, it tells you where the other armor to that set is,
Oh, yep.
generally speaking. So, like, you like this chest plate, right? You go into it, it'll say, well, the greaves are over here.
in
if you want to.
sure.
Yeah, and logistics are sure Worcestershire
Yeah, the names
sauce.
are weird.
Worcestershire.
Yo, yeah, I know that zone. Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah.
You go to that zone, and it's somewhere in Worcestershire sauce zone, right? So,
Yeah.
That is funny.
No, but it's at that game. I'm really enjoying that game a lot. I love because I like building armor sets, right? And I love that my armor gives me critical strike. It also gives bonuses to my parrying. But like every hit I do is a critical strike
That's
because
cool.
of how I built the character. It's so much fun.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And that's why I think I broke it.
Huck
Yeah.
MS in
to be
chat.
God tier makes
Yeah,
you
it's
happy.
pretty over. It's
Huck
pretty,
MS in chat says, I keep getting sidetracked fishing and smashing rocks. Dude, that's me. Smashing rocks. Fishing I don't do, but
Okay, well, fishing. I'm going
Yeah,
to tell you something
yeah.
that I started to do fishing with, and I think I broke the game. There's a place. It's not in Worcestershire town. It's like it's in the middle north part. There's a town that is surrounded by a lake or like a really big river where you can't swim in the river. So it's just you walk around, right? First and foremost, get the ability on your skill tree that allows auto looting, and then grab a spear and just run around killing fish. And in like 5 minutes, I got like
Because you
300
auto
fish.
because you auto loot the fish.
And
Yeah.
you just
That's
go whoosh,
hilarious.
whoosh. Go sell it. You have an easy 1,500 silver, just like that.
It's the equivalent to throwing dynamite in the water.
That's exactly right. And, and they keep spawning everywhere. It's just whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Sorax said something in chat that I really like. He says, I just got to London, and then I spent an hour reading about the Anglo-Saxon era of London. I knew about the Roman occupation of the region, but I had no idea they left amphitheaters behind. Amazing. That is what Assassin's Creed does really well. Like this historical... makes you interested in this historical period that you're in, whether it's Odyssey, whether it's Origins, whether it's Valhalla. They do that really, really well.
They do it so well, in fact, that when significant buildings in real life burn down, they use
their thing,
their,
yeah,
their
to
renderings
model it,
to model, to make sure that stuff's saved.
Yeah, this is Valhalla is our game club game of the month. If you guys want to be a part of it, if you guys want to go and talk about it, about your experiences, head over to Discord. Game of the Month channel is in there.
It's really
where,
fun.
I was browsing it this week, just seeing what everybody has to say. Don't worry about spoilers. The community is really good about blacking out spoilers so that if you want to see it, you can click on it, but it doesn't spoil it for everybody. But it's a great place to be. Join us, the Game Club Game of the Month. Before December arrives, I mean, we're getting close here. Well, actually, you can join us for December, but we've only got a week and a half yet to finish this game because then it's Cyberpunk.
Yeah, I have to finish it. So see, we always go. I've been doing the same thing, going off the beaten path. Like I think I'm 35 hours to 40 hours into the game, and I think 4 of those hours are the story. You know what I mean?
I know,
it's
right?
not- it's not-
Yeah.
So anyway,
It's another Skyrim.
Yeah. So the thing is there's too many games out right now, right? That I got to play and beat and do stuff in. So next week I'm just going all story. I'm gonna beat the game, and then I can always 100% it later. You know what I mean? But I got to beat the game.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Speaking of games, Jordan, you have played this game. You got gifted a game,
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Fighters.
Zzz.
Vzz. Not Fighter Z.
Yeah.
Just
Fighters.
Fighters. But the Z is a Z. In fact, let's pull that up here while we talk about it.
Sure.
Jordan, you were telling me that we have to play this game.
Yeah, no, it's first of all, it's a Dragon Ball Z game, right? The last Dragon Ball Z game I played was Kakarot, which I think is actually the newest Dragon Ball Z game, which was actually a really good, if not repetitive, it was repetitive,
Yeah.
but it was a really good open world Dragon Ball Z game, especially if you like the show. Anyway, yeah, I got gifted this game, and I've never played this game before, right? So I started playing it, and I'm telling you, man, this is a hidden gem. The way they do things is really fun. One of my favorite, first of all, the intro is friggin' bad.
I mean, all these intros are pretty good.
I mean, it's this huge, hard metal guitar band solo, and everybody's fighting each other. It's
Okay.
great. First of all, the fighting is really fun, right? It's a
Sure.
3v3 fighting scenario or fighting game.
Scenario.
So what we did is I actually took it over to the in-laws' house Thanksgiving.
Oh.
Good for you. You
played,
know what?
Yeah.
That's a bold statement
Yeah.
when you go, I don't want to talk to you people. I want to play
Let's
my games.
fight.
Oh, wait. Okay, before we continue on, can we just talk about Jordan's Thanksgiving here real quick? He blew my mind. So we yesterday, for the first time, our family went out to eat for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it was really good.
We went to this place called Tucanos. It's like an all-you-can-eat meat place.
Where
Where
they
they
bring
They
you
bring
the
it.
meat.
They bring you,
You
the
put
meat
in
and
like
cut
the
it. Yeah, green.
red light, green light.
Yeah.
My food plate is
For
ready for
Thanksgiving,
more.
it was amazing. It's my favorite Thanksgiving that I've ever had. Anyways, Jordan sitting across from the table from me and just packing it away. Like, I was impressed. I can pack it away. Jordan packed it away. I was impressed. Only to find out that when we're leaving, he's leaving to go to his in-laws to have dinner there. And I was like, and he purchased like the big dessert. Like, it comes with a dessert, which was pretty
Yeah.
decent. No, Jordan went and purchased the additional big dessert at the end, and he's eating it. And I'm like, Jordan, how are you going to do this? How are you going to go over there? How did it work out, by the way?
That was good. I just didn't eat as much at their house.
Dude, the fact that you could eat anything at their house.
So.
Like, I was out for the rest of the day.
Well, that would be funny if you brought your Xbox and didn't even go to sit at the dinner
go
table.
sit at the table. Yeah, what'd you go? What was your strategy? Just eat slow?
No, I just didn't put that much on my plate.
Did anyone say anything? Were they offended?
No, I was in like the middle of the table.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
no one-
Blend in.
Yeah,
Blend in.
No, so anyway, no, I played this with some of my in-laws just because you can just brawl each other. It's so much fun. It's a really well done fighting game. And not to mention that they have a story mode, they have online modes, they have ranked modes, arenas. Like, there's actually a lot of content in this game, especially if you like Dragon Ball Z, right? And this is an older game too. I mean,
And it's 2D.
when I
This
say
is-
older,
this
I
is
mean
right here, so it's like in 2D.
Yeah, 2D fighter. But you
Okay.
see how they have 3 fighters on each team,
Oh,
and you
tag
bring
them
them in. Yeah, it's so good. It's just a good fighter. And then look at it. The visuals are just it's anime.
Gotta put together those combos.
But no, it's super fun. I really like it. One of the funnest parts is in the main menu. You should try and find a video in the main menu, because the main menu is a hub world, right?
Okay.
And you're basically like a little plushie character of Dragon Ball Z. You can unlock different Dragon Ball Z characters, and you're a plushie that walks around to like the different areas. Like the store is over here, the arena's over here, and then that's how you queue up for the arena battles and story and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I actually think it's a really cool way to do your main menu, and it's really fun. But anyway, I really like this game. It's a hidden gem for me. If you've not played it, I think it's definitely worth looking at,
well, I'm looking
especially
forward.
if you like fighters.
I
you know what
downloaded
mean?
it because of you, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm looking forward to trying this out. There you go, Dragon Ball Z Fighters.
Fighters, yeah. No, I really like it.
Fighters.
I've enjoyed it a lot, and I mean I've just really I've not done the story or anything yet. I've just done the main menu tutorial quests, and then of course just the brawling where you the what do you call it when you have a friend sitting next to you playing the game?
I believe that's called
Couchcast?
being social.
Yeah, there you go. That one. That one.
Social.
That one. Because you can
When
just
you-
hook up.
when you talk to someone and
Yeah.
a friendship. Friendship? It could be called also friendship in some circles.
I think it's known as friends.
Anyway,
IRL.
IRL friendships.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I've only really done that, but I'm excited to do the story and stuff. It really is quite a fun game. My initial first impressions of the game
Blown away.
are incredibly fantastic.
That is cool. Defense Strader says it was a power move by the bastard. Hook up the Xbox with the in-laws and play Dragon Ball while they eat. This is happening.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't while they ate, right? But,
Psychotic in chat says he brought his controller and played Destiny 2 via the Xcloud at the in-laws.
Yes,
for
that's the
Thanksgiving. Dude,
Xcloud.
Dude, Xcloud is changing people's lives. Changing
It's
lives.
making it so you can visit the in-laws.
Guys, I played. I played. I
That's
played.
what my Switch is for.
I played Vigor this week. Vigor had an update 6.1, and I think it's the big. And I love. I love Vigor.
Yeah.
I'm all in. But 6.1 update, it's changed everything. It's
changed your life.
You guys will appreciate this. They have now shipping containers on the map, and so it's like going for Bard House, like safe. So there's 2 new objectives. There's a safe, a timed safe, where when you go unlock it, there's 2 lights on the safe. You unlock the safe, but then you'll have 25 seconds to go and flip 2 switches. And the reason, there's a ton of loot in there, and so it just becomes a death. It becomes a death match. The other one
The cornucopia.
is the shipping
Nice.
the shipping container. Same thing, tons of loot in there. It has 3 locks, 2 on the side, 1 up top. Now you can go up and like do the password on each of them.
Is it like an actual password?
Yeah, it's like just the same as like
Like when you do a
the
crate?
chests. Yeah, the locked chests. But if that's obviously the slow time, and you're probably going to get shot, so you can just shoot them off. But whenever you shoot them off for each lock, so if I shoot off the first lock, it shoots out flares, alarm goes off,
Oh man.
and it drops mortars on you.
wow.
Yeah. So you got to shoot it from a distance. Dude, the best.
So everybody knows
The best.
where you're at.
Yeah. I'm sitting there and I see a guy. He's unlocking the first one. He climbs on the crate to unlock the second one. And I shoot off that third one. Mortars, everything. It is awesome. And then I get the loot. So much fun. That game, that's next level.
Has it replaced the airdrop, or is there still the airdrop? And
No,
stuff?
the airdrop's still there. I actually think they need to adjust the airdrop because in all reality,
Is it becoming
the airdrop
miscellaneous?
is good because you get a crate, but if they did, all you need to do is add crowns to it or something. Make it undisputably the best loot in the game to wait for. What does Tarkov have that is that? Is there an equivalent in Tarkov?
Yeah.
They have the rooms with the seance circles.
Yeah.
So they have one in customs, they have one in woods, but they have like certain areas that are like high end loot right, on each map.
But is there like one? So the airdrop is specifically there at the end to force everybody to go to it. When you grab it, you show up on the map for everybody, right? Like it's this. But in all reality, the airdrop, unless it's leveled up, is not.
Yeah.
It's not the best part of the. They need to do something to make people stay to the end, like encourage that more, that risk reward.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, the risk for airdrop is not equal to
Worth
the reward.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty much these games in general. I mean, yeah, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
So just bring a pistol.
Just bring a pistol in, yeah. Just drop in with nothing.
0 to hero.
0 to hero it, baby.
Yeah. But yeah, there's plenty of stuff all over Tarkov like that.
Anyways,
But it's not like dynamic where something happens at a certain time. Is there? I don't think there is.
No,
I
not
mean,
really.
you have raiders.
They have dynamic exits
At
and
reserve,
stuff like
you
that.
have raiders come in at a certain time of the map. You know,
like when
part
the
of the
train.
map.
But see,
the train. But it's just they have high value locations.
yeah.
Essentially, not like a dynamic event that makes
Sure.
those appear. Right. So
Sure. We were
And
talking about sorry, go
for
ahead.
the same idea to bring everybody in, right? So.
Yeah, we were talking about Tetris Effect before the show, and Spicy made a bold statement, and I would like you to repeat that. Repeat that statement, and we could actually probably pull up Tetris Effect while we talk about it. But Spicy said he believes what the greatest Tetris in your mind
Oh, yeah. I mean,
was the Nintendo 64.
the
Tetris.
Nintendo 64 followed by like the Game Boy, right?
Yeah, the OG
yeah.
Game Boy.
What's this? What's it actually called?
Tetris
What is it?
Effect Connected.
Effect connected.
Yeah.
Connected. Is
But
that-
well, I've been playing that game a lot this week, diving in hardcore, really, really, really loving it. And we were just talking before the show that you had witnessed like a professional player.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, here, let me pull this up so I can focus on what I'm saying. I can't chew my gum and walk at the same time. So
You're good.
no. So I'm a traditionalist. I consider like the OG Tetris from the Game Boy.
Yeah.
Essentially, is one of the best ever made. I would say they peaked at Nintendo 64's version of Tetris. I think that was by far the best Tetris ever made, hands down. They've come out with lots and lots of different variations. Nothing compared to that N64 version. I actually got a Nintendo 64 because of that game.
Oh,
essentially,
interesting.
right?
Wow.
So, however, I'm pretty certain that this game tops that one. I think this game is the best Tetris game at this point in my life that's ever been made.
Dude, it's that good. It really is an experience. See, Huck MS says Game Boy SB Tetris best until Tetris Effect. I think that's the vibe of this game. That's exactly.
It's so good.
It's very good. It's an experience. Jordan, have you had a chance to really play this game yet?
No, I haven't actually.
It's so good. So this guy's playing really zoomed out. It does annoy me that it starts you so far zoomed out.
Yeah, and you can go into the settings and zoom it in.
To just start.
Yeah, just-
because you can
yeah.
hit your left joystick and zoom it in
Oh yeah,
right there from the thing. But
I did it from the settings.
oh,
so,
very cool. It's fantastic though. Amazing, beautiful game. Fun fact about Tetris Effect: I learned why this game was developed. Do you know what the Tetris Effect is? It's a documented. It's people dreamed about Tetris, and they called it the Tetris Effect. It's one of the first video games that people dreamed about. And so what you're playing here,
Is that a stressful dream?
and
or
shout
a
out
relaxing
to Loyal Doyle's little brother who did all the research on this and looked into it. And so what you're playing here, you're playing the Tetris
It's hard
effect.
for me to watch this person. I'm going to skip
So,
ahead.
that person was
Okay.
messing up. So what you're playing here, you're playing games with music, and there's these like abstract art in the background, and like your pieces change colors and shapes and sizes in the whole shot. That's the Tetris effect. You're playing people's dreams.
You're
of
playing
Tetris.
LSD
You're
Tetris.
playing LSD Tetris.
Yeah.
Basically is what it is. But I think that's super cool, and it goes to this game it's a work of art. It really is. It blows me. I love it. All the levels I enjoy playing all the levels. There's obviously levels that are better, but journey mode, I go in. I don't practice games. I practice Madden, but I don't practice games. This game, I'm like jumping in and practicing. It's that good.
Yeah, and what everyone live is watching right now is their like co-op mode. You're fighting an AI boss, and everyone works together, right? This is the mode that I was talking about before the show. So let me tell you, my wife's very good, by the way. She loves Tetris.
Sure.
I enjoy sitting next to her, holding her hands while she plays,
Massaging her
her shoulders, and saying, "You got this.
You got this.
You can do
breathe,
this.
Breathe.
And then when she screws up, I go, "What are you doing? What are you doing? You're better than this. Don't be sorry, be better.
Don't be sorry, be better."
Yeah. Anyways, so there was somebody, and she's on like the final boss of this co-op mode. It's the Tetra Dominion boss. Like you fight bosses, right? And
Yeah.
she's like on the end boss. And she's yet to beat him. He's very difficult. He or she or whatever it is very difficult to beat. The AI. But as she's playing, she had a teammate that basically legends are made out of.
Yeah.
Like I've seen like the world championship Tetris players, and I've seen those videos. This person was on that level.
You recorded it and sent it to him.
Oh, no, I didn't record it and send it to him. So I recorded. I'll show you after the show if you want. But I was so just to prove that this unicorn existed. Like it was at you know what, at good level, it's like ding 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 ding.
Yeah.
But at the high level, it's
It's like instant decision making followed by Tetris.
moving and doing moves that you wouldn't even think of, like spinning the Z's in a certain way to get past a certain point, and instantly, right? Like
Very cool.
Just blown away. I was so blown away by this guy that I sat there and recorded his gameplay, and I took a picture of his name,
sent him a
like
message.
10 minutes later, after the match was done, I was like, this guy has to know what a legend he is in my mind.
You are a legend.
Yeah, my wife said some things that were pretty funny, but she was like, "Oh my gosh, is this your man crush now or what?" And at that level of gameplay,
You were just
you
blown
have
away.
to be.
Yeah.
So I sent him a message, and I was like, "Dude,
You don't know me.
You don't know me. You just played a match with my wife. I just want to get that clear that it wasn't me; it was my wife." No, just kidding. And just your skill blew me away, and I just want to say, GG.
Did he respond?
Yeah, he said GG back.
Oh.
And I was just like, I just want to let you know that I can't believe how good you are.
He responded with,
you
"I
should
know."
you should be proud. I actually said that. You should be proud of your skills.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Dude, it's for those of you who have not checked it out, it is on Game Pass. Now, Tetris isn't for everybody, but this is an experience. It is a masterpiece. And Spicy said that today during the pre-show, actually, that this he thinks is the greatest. And I've seen that as the sentiment among Tetrisers.
It is good.
It's very good. It's a lot of fun. And it sounds boring, like, oh, Tetris. No, trust me. It's music. It's art. It's an experience. It's an experience and a half.
yes, it is.
That brings us to the next segment of our show. Let's do some news. Not a lot of news this week, but what little news there is, Jordan's got us covered. Jordan,
Yeah.
tell
So
us what has happened in the world that is
the
Xbox One.
new Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Last week we talked about Nuketown bundle that was coming out.
Nuketown.
The new Nuketown map is now out. Nuketown 84. I believe it takes place in 1984.
Oh.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's really fun. I think Nuketown is. I guess we can safely say it's a fan favorite.
Dude, it is.
I think they remake it every single time a Call of Duty comes out. But no, it's really fun. It's out. It's free for everybody. Same with the bundle. I believe the bundle is free until December. So be sure to check that out. But it's a good time.
It is a very good time.
So Star Wars Squadrons brought in a new patch that gets a map. So you get a new map. The new map, I forget the name of it, but it's in the Fostar.
Phosphor?
No, it's Fostar Haven. It's actually the first mission in the single player.
Yeah.
So it's now a multiplayer map. So they added that for the multiplayer map. It's going to be available in fleet battles and the dogfight mode. They did add some new components as well for the ships. So components are the things that you can customize your ships with, like your engines, your blasters, all that stuff. So they added a few more of those. What's really exciting is they're coming out with a December update in December.
Yeah.
And it's going to add 2 new ships.
Can I ask you a question about this game?
Yeah.
You can finish your 2 new ships, right?
Yeah, so in December they're going to add 2 new ships. One of them will be the B-Wing,
Yeah.
and then the other will be the TIE Defender.
Okay, so I'm confused because I was certain that I saw a post by the developer here that just said, well, people were like, it'd be so cool to have this ship, it'd be so cool to have this ship. And I actually appreciated, I didn't like their like the answer, but I appreciated the response when they said something like, we're not going to do it. We just made this game how it is. You know, we're not going to support it. Basically.
Yeah, no, they
Didn't they do that?
They did say that, and now they're supporting it.
Because now we're getting that stuff, which is making me gonna want to go back to this game because I love this game.
Yep.
you
Yeah, no,
think-
which is really fun. So
What
they're
happened?
making, I don't know.
Do you think it was
they're
a
making
bigger
money?
success than they thought it would be?
Probably.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's very good.
Yeah.
I mean,
super fun.
it's got its problems, but it's very fun.
Super fun.
So they actually were just redacted that statement and they're like,
I guess. Yeah. It's
they're coming out with ships
interesting.
and maps.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
got to imagine if a game's successful, why would you not support it?
I remember that because I thought it was funny how they were like, no, we just released it. We're done.
We won't have any additions or anything like that. What it is what you get, and then
Yeah.
whoops.
You
No.
said it much better than I interpreted it.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
that's
it's really
actually
cool.
good to
So,
hear.
yeah, no, in this month's update, you're getting the new map, which is, I believe, was what I call it, Foster Haven, which I believe is that single player map from the very first mission. You get the new components, which are the adjustments or which are the mods to the ship you can make, and one exciting thing,
Yes.
hold on, let me find it. There we go. The medical ships, the support ships, right? So this is the U-wing and the TIE. What's the
TIE fighter?
But what's the TIE fighter version of
The Interceptor?
Is it the Interceptor?
Of the Rebel? The Interceptor's on the dark side. You see, there's 2 sides to every shorts.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, you're getting a lot of new components.
He's got the light side. We got the dark side. There's,
yeah, you're getting new components for your ships. There's some good ones in there. But anyway, and then
You
in
mean
December,
the X-Wing?
no, not the X-wing.
The B-Wing, the Defender.
The Defender. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about?
the support ships is what I was talking
Oh,
about.
the support ships.
Yeah,
Okay.
which is I think it's the U-wing for the
Yes.
and then I don't know what the Empire one
Oh.
is called. The TIE something?
TIE Defender. That's what.
Is it the Defender?
That's what Chad is saying. And I'm gonna go with Chad on this one.
I have
Yeah.
the TIE Defender in our Star Wars
Anyway,
miniature game.
what's really cool is the U-wing is going to be getting a new way to you're going to be getting a new way to support your allies, right?
That's the
With
F-22 according to chat.
yeah. With an anti-material rocket turret, which is pretty cool. But actually, I feel like did you like the support ships? Because I felt like they were a lot harder to use.
I
guess it depended on your team, but
I think they were important for a team comp, but I feel as though you did not get as much XP with those than the other ships. So it's rarely chosen, although they do have a pretty awesome ability, like the ion torpedo.
Mm-hmm.
That does, I think, 45,000 damage to ship shields.
Holy
Yeah.
crap.
And so
Holy cow.
basically, if somebody has that and you're attacking the Death Star, not
Yeah.
the Death Star, the
Star Destroyer?
Star Destroyer, yeah, whatever. It just their job is to drop the shield so you can hit the stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Which is awesome.
So which is really cool. So I'm glad they're getting new components too. So the support ships will be getting the anti-material rocket turret, which is pretty cool. Which I believe is the U-wing and the anyway.
Anti-material. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Anti-material. I would assume
That
it's the missiles and stuff, right?
Yeah, I guess. I'm just at a physics level. I'm just.
Anti-material.
Yeah, I know this is a fake. It's not real. I do know that. I'm not stupid. But just what does that even mean? Double rainbow.
Anyway, Yeah, so no, it's really exciting. I haven't jumped in this game in a while, and I might jump in it just to see the new update and all the new.
Sure.
The new components is what is exciting because then you can rebuild your ships a certain
and
way,
new
right?
maps and
One new map, yeah, one new map.
Well, they're building maps now. Does this map? Is it what type of?
It'll be in both fleet battle and regular dogfights,
Okay, so
and it has been adjusted from the campaign map to fit a multiplayer setting. Which is really cool. So the new update, that's all now available now, and then coming in December, we're gonna get more bug fixes and changes and all that stuff. But we're gonna get the 2 new starfighters, which I believe is the Imperial Defender, the Imperial Defender that we're getting, and then the B-wing as well in the new update. So that's in December. So the Defender and the B-wing are in December, and then also in December we're gonna be getting private or custom matches.
So they're doing a lot.
They really are doing a lot.
I'm impressed. I didn't think they would.
So which
that's
is
good.
very
Props
very
to
fun.
them.
Apex event is coming
Yep,
up.
Apex Hollow Day,
Hollow Day.
Bash. This is the one that they had last year with Mirage. Very cool. But anyway, that's starting December 1st. There's a lot of cool new skins. There's a lot of cool new way to earn rewards. It's your typical Battle Royale event, but it's back.
It's back,
and it's
baby.
exciting. And I hope they have access. They have a trailer, and it showed off the mode, which is the train mode, same from last year, right? They showed off the new skins for the characters and the guns. I hope that you can get the skins from last year
If
as
you
well.
could do that, yeah, because
those skins were really good.
legit.
I still need to get the Caustic skin from last year, which is basically where he's Santa Claus.
Yeah.
That one was really good.
Are they putting that back on?
I hope so. They didn't show it in the trailer, but I
I
hope
have
so.
that one.
Yeah, that one's good. That one is really, really good.
Games with gold. It's that time of year.
Yeah.
Or that's that time of month where we get new
Yep.
games with gold. for
December is just right around the corner, and we're getting 4 new games. So we're getting the Raven Remastered. Very exciting. We're getting Bleed 2, and on the backward compatibility side for the 360, or 360 games that we can play on our new consoles, we're getting Saints Row Gat Out of Hell
Boom.
and Stacking.
I don't know stacking.
Well, you
Insert
can get,
awkward silence.
Yeah,
It's
you
like a
can-
wannabe Tetris.
You can get to know it because it's free.
There we go.
in
It is
December,
free.
so.
That it is. A news story that dropped this week that I think makes a good transition to the question segment of our show. So let's hit the question segment. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
this is like a hybrid right here.
The hybrid.
There it is. Is Phil Spencer, he did a lot of interviews the last 2 weeks. And in an interview with The Verge, he talked about in 2021, we are for sure getting smart TV apps for the Xcloud. Or at least the Xcloud is coming to smart TVs. That's probably, I would imagine, is going to be dongles and stuff. But Matt writes in and says, Phil has spoken about TV apps for streaming to the Xcloud. Do you think this would include Fire Stick and Roku type devices as well? I absolutely do. Like you're going all in, Fire, Roku, Chrome, everything, every type of app. I think you're going to be able to do it. But I want to talk
right?
with you guys. What does this mean for Xbox? This is kind of the first or the next big step, I'll say, into the streaming service. I think this is huge because, for instance, I was like, well, maybe I'll get another Series S or something for the bedroom. No. I'm just going to wait for the
Get a
smart
stick.
app to come, the Xbox Stick to come. Maybe it comes with a controller or something and play that way. But Spicy, let's start with you. What does this mean for the future of Xbox, the direction of Xbox? We know for sure, Phil Spencer has said it, 2021, it is coming.
So your question is, what does the streaming stick that goes on the back of your TV for Xbox? What does it mean?
Yeah, what does it mean? You think? I mean, this is a good move. Obviously, I'm sure we're all for it, right?
Yeah, it's awesome. It means every TV in your house, including the ones above your bathtub or wherever you want to put a TV, on your ceiling, wherever you want a TV, you can have your Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
So at a much cheaper price than having an Xbox at every TV.
Oh, yeah.
So to answer your question, I think it is a great affordable option to have an Xbox
Oh, yeah.
everywhere you walk in your house
What-
if you have a TV.
And for gaming, this again is kind of pushing us further, or pushing the envelope, as it were, that Microsoft is doing with the xCloud in helping to get people into their ecosystem. Why would you not jump into let's say you're a PlayStation guy. You've got the PlayStation 5. You're loving it. You love it. The games that are over there on PlayStation 5 that you're enjoying, your exclusives. But you see the Game Pass, and you're like, I think it'd be cool to have a Game Pass. Well, you don't have to buy a whole system.
Just a stick.
Just a stick, a controller, and your monthly Game Pass, and you've got access to all of the Microsoft first-party titles there.
Now, here's the question he has, right? So Phil Spencer talked about TV apps for streaming Xcloud, right? Do you think this would include Fire Stick, Roku, and Roku type devices too? That I don't know, because how do you connect your controller to like a current Roku stick, right? You know what I mean? How do you get your controller to connect to your TV? So that's why I wonder, are they going to be specific Xbox sticks?
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
Well, I think
Because I'm not playing on my remote.
There's
I'm not
Bluetooth.
getting a Vizio TV and flipping the remote sideways and playing on it.
No,
It's
but
not a gaming
but there's
experience.
Bluetooth. Can't you connect your Bluetooth remote, your controller via Bluetooth to like your TV?
Certain TVs, right? But the
Yeah.
idea of the reason you'd have a Fire Stick is because your TV's not a smart TV, right?
Yeah, no, that's true. But
I mean,
so
I guess
let's-
nowadays, right? Most TVs have a lot of that. Well, I don't know, like my TCL, which is, a smart TV, right? A Roku smart TV. I don't know if it has Bluetooth on it.
the new one does. So the Android version does. My new one. So that's just like I think standard 2020, right? Any new smart TV is going to have that standard. But yeah, I think you're right. We're definitely going to see the Xbox stick, whatever that is.
What would you call it?
Yeah, what would you call it? We have
X stick.
You have the Series X.
You can't call it that.
You
Just
have the
because
Series-
it's really close to something
Yeah,
else.
you had the Series X,
X
and the
stick.
Series S.
I love my X stick. You can't do that. You just can't. Can
the
you?
Series stick, the Series.
I mean, they did
Xbox
do the Series
Series
X, which is
stick.
the Series. Yeah, what do you call
I don't
it?
know. The naming department's in for a tough one.
That is. I don't know.
the Series X stick.
Yeah, you can't.
Or the
no,
sex
you can't.
stick.
Yeah, you can't do. You can't
The
do
sex stick. Yeah, I mean,
that. You just call it a Game Pass stick.
I think you need to leave the word stick out of it.
I think that's probably
Because think about it.
What about dongle? Can we use the word dongle?
That's much better.
The Series X dongle. Yeah.
I mean, Google uses dongle.
Well, because think about it. I don't think stick is a good name because you have the Amazon Fire Stick. They very quickly came out with the Fire Cube and the
That's
box.
true.
You know
They
what
were
I mean?
like,
They're
screw this stick stuff.
Yeah, we gotta get rid of the stick. Yeah. Whose idea was the stick?
Whose idea was this? And Google was like, we're not even going stick. We're going dongle.
Yeah, we're going dongle. Yeah.
we call it the little D.
The dongle. Yeah, I don't know. The Xbox dongle. I don't know what you call it.
What would it be shaped like?
What? A stick.
It'd be cool if it was an X.
like
It'd
if
be
it
cool
was
It
an
would
X.
be a
X.
dongle stick.
If it was an X and like one part was the USB,
You could
but
always
then
just,
you got to think about it like it was an X. And then
you can always you can always make it a circle, like with the Xbox logo has the circle.
Oh, yeah, that's what Google did.
Yeah, there's
it's just
a
a circle.
that just hangs down. Their
Yeah.
dongle hangs down.
Your TV slants when you put it on. You know.
Oh man. Yeah, you
which
could.
is interesting because remember the failure of the Xbox One was at presentation. It's like we're coming full circle. Was we want this media device and everything's going to be on it. This will be the centerpiece of your living room, and it's that concept flipped in that we want your gaming device to be everywhere, right? Like in a part of your media in your living room. It's really interesting.
See, I think they go like the cube route, and because here's another thing you got to think about. I used to work in an industry where like the sticks were really, relevant, right? Because anyway, the problem with the sticks, and I think why a lot of companies are actually getting away from them, is because your TV is actually a big square Faraday cage, right?
Yeah.
And generally, you don't want to put things that have internet connection behind it because it's hard to get.
blocks the
It's like a
antenna.
big. It's a big metal plate, really. It's not. Maybe the Faraday cage is not the
Made
best
out
word,
of-
but it's a
made out
big
of
metal
lead.
plate, right?
Superman can't. go
Anyway,
through
so
it.
that's why, and that's a part of the reason. Like Amazon came out with the Cube, Google has everything, so you can plug it in and put it in front, right? So you get better reception. I think they go that route. I think they have a little thing,
Yeah.
A little
HDMI,
cube.
dongle.
little dongle that you plug into the back that then connects to the front dongle.
Dude, what if it's like what Sega did with the Mini, and it's that big, and it sits on your thing with a HDMI cord up to it?
Yeah, the HDMI cord's bigger than the actual.
Well, they can just
That
have a
would be
little
cool.
attachment to it for an antenna if they need to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Super
you're right.
Super Shocker left a super chat for us. Thank you very much, Super Shocker. He says, "Call it a probe, the Xbox Probe,
the Xbox Probe.
the Series S Probe,
Hey, yeah. Xbox Series Probe.
Series Probe,
Ultra.
Ultra."
The Ultra Probe.
And it was a great question, Matt. Thank you very much for writing in. Everybody, if you'd like to write a question, you can do so. You can submit one each and every single week over on YouTube, youtube.com/X1Bros, and you just hit the community tab. Braden Heminger writes in, and says, what future titles are you guys excited to see on the new console with all the upgrades it provides? I mean, obviously, Cyberpunk is the next one. I'm really curious at what sports games do on these next consoles. NBA 2K, I have seen it on both the PlayStation 5 and the new Xbox, and it does look really good. But sports games and racing games, I think racing games are going to look amazing.
Can I add that I think shooters, just because of the frame rates that we're going to get,
Yeah.
that one's going to be
It's going to take competitive
ideal.
shooting to the next level.
Sure.
Jordan,
Shooters.
Any type of game that you're really excited to see on?
Well, I'm excited to see. So when we get Cyberpunk, it's not going to be like the full update
No, that
for
won't come
Series
for a
X.
while,
That'll come later, right? So I'm excited to see that. I mean, I'm excited just to see how it runs on the Xbox because of the hard drive stuff. I'm actually excited to see what they do. 2 games as an example. I'm excited to see what they do, like with the hard drive stuff, right? With that speed that they have, because if you take a game like the Medium, and then if you jump over to PlayStation side and the new Ratchet and Clank or Rift in Time,
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see what they can do gameplay wise with that new kind of speed, because those are utilizing the hard drives.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. The Medium loads essentially 2 worlds at once, so you can swap between them, right?
The hardware tech is actually encouraging some sort of different and creative outlet for game developers, right?
Well,
they're trying new things because of the capabilities. of that.
Exactly. So the Medium looks really cool. Rift in Time, the Ratchet and Clank over on the PlayStation, where he's just going from world to world, which is essentially kind of similar to what Medium's doing, just changing worlds, right? I'm excited to see what they kind of do with that gameplay, right?
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Just quickly jumping around.
Yeah,
like
that or just, I mean, what can the new hardware unlock for developers?
Yeah, what type of new games and new experiences are we going to get? I think that's probably the most exciting. Great question. Thank you very much, Braden, for writing in. Psychotic writes in and says, hey, bros, I got into a debate at work about Game Awards and Game of the Year in particular. My coworker said Cyberpunk is a clear winner, but without it actually out till December 10th, I argue while it is a highly anticipated game, it does not mean it's Game of the Year worthy. What are your thoughts? And happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, Psychotic. Great question. So will it even be eligible for Game of the Year?
No, their end of the year thing.
Cutoff is like
November,
November,
it's like
right?
November something. Because remember last year, Pokemon wasn't on there, and there was another game that wasn't on there that was clearly Game of the Year.
That would have been.
What was it? It was something, and I remember it was like a really big deal. And it'll be interesting to see if they're on this year's, right?
Yeah,
but
I don't. How much clout do you think that Game of the Years have at this point? I think it has clout, and it's and like you want to win an award, obviously, but it's not the end of the world if you don't. At this point, in other words, I don't think we're to that point where game awards are super huge yet.
Yeah.
Like will make or break a game. Like if an Oscar, like when a movie wins Best Picture, right? They like put it back in movie theaters, and it like drives all this new traffic to it and new viewers and stuff like that.
Game of the Year allows developers to repackage their game 8 months later and call it the Game of the Year edition.
Yeah, but even
so
if
they can make more money.
Yeah, but even if
they
don't
don't
win,
win,
it, though,
they still do that.
Yeah,
True.
So-
That's very true.
this is our Game of the Year edition. So, my opinions on the Game Awards, I think it's cool what they do for the developers. I mean,
Sure.
because I think they need recognition, just like people in most jobs, right? And it's kind of fun to see what games win, what games don't, stuff like that, right? As for like clout, I really don't think it has much. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think. Put it this way: if Call of Duty loses this year, they don't care.
Oh yeah,
They're tearing it up with Warzone.
Their
You know what
clout
I mean?
is dollar signs.
You take in the last few years that we've watched, I don't think I've ever seen World of Warcraft win a Game of the Year. They don't care. They got millions of people paying them $15 a month.
Yeah, and
you know what I mean? Like
gaming is unique in that whereas movies, like let's use movie awards because I think it's the most compatible or comparative. Movies are one-time events, right? One time it came out this year. How did it do compared and up against all these other movies? Games are perpetual and they continue to live. So, for instance, MMO of the year. Let's say that's a category, right? MMO of the year. Well, everybody knows that the big guy on the block is still World of Warcraft, right? Like until you take down World of Warcraft, doesn't matter if you win MMO of the year necessarily.
And I don't know if they won in the last couple of years.
Battle Royale.
Just so you know, I don't know.
Yeah, but,
so it's open.
I'm just saying, if they were to lose, do you think they'd care? No.
But I think that's the difference there in that it's not this one-time event, and there's categories there that are interesting, like racing or sports or family categories, and there's so
Well, and I think
It's not the same.
Yeah.
It's an award system built off of a system that doesn't necessarily fit the gaming.
well, it's same with like Grand Theft Auto Online. I mean, again, I don't know if they've won any game awards. I can't remember off the top of my head. But do you think if they lost this year, they care?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or for instance, Red Dead lost to God of War.
To be honest with
For
you,
Game of the
I
Year.
think the Game Awards is becoming, like I said, I think the Game Awards is cool for the industry, and it's cool to recognize different developers. And there is some cool things because you get kind of like Streamer of the Year, and it shows like, you know, all the charity work and stuff they've done. You know, so you get cool things like that, right? I think it's a good idea, and I like that the industry has it. But I think what it's becoming is just another announcement.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I
You
mean
know what
that's
I mean?
where Xbox announced last year.
another announcement platform. Like I feel like, and not everybody, but I feel like there's a percentage of people out there that are tuning in to see what the new announcements are going to be, rather than who wins.
Oh, that's
Game
me.
of the Year. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
me.
So
I think that's a pretty large category of people that watch that.
yeah.
For that.
Yeah.
That should be an
so-
award. Best announcement.
That's pretty cool.
yeah.
Or game trailer. Dude, because game trailers are legit.
Well, and again, those are announcements, right? People are announcing
Yeah,
their
best
new stuff.
game
So
trailer.
if you think, thinking about it, it's really some of these developers, right, are probably more interested in the advertisement that they're going to get for their new trailers and stuff like
Yeah,
that,
that's
right?
true.
Rather than the
regardless,
award itself, but-
regardless, so it's different than other award
Mm-hmm.
shows. I mean, and let's be honest, in 2020, most award shows have become meaningless because there's so many of them, right? But it's more fun and a discussion point than it is an actual like award with clout in the gaming. And I think it's just gaming is different and unique
Yeah.
in the way that video games work. It's not the same as like a movie or I don't know.
So
book.
let's go back to the question, because I think part of the question that Psychotic had is it hasn't been released, but it's still kind of being considered.
Yeah.
Is that right? That we have not been able to play it yet?
Yeah. Well, I don't
And
think.
then-
I think the cutoff though is November, right? So I don't think it will make.
Let's
this
just
year.
Yeah,
hypothetically
no, yeah.
say
Let's say
that
it does
that's
make the cut,
case, right?
Yeah. No, I don't think. I think that you should have to be out a minimum of 30 days to the public in order to be
Well, and
eligible
that's
for the
I think that's
award.
pretty
I think
much
it's
their
probably what
number.
they're, yeah.
Well, December 10th too, because the award show is December, right? Or is it January? When is the award show?
It's December.
December.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
releasing December 10th will not qualify you.
Yeah.
And,
But it's going to be a good game.
And-
Maybe.
Yeah.
well, what's
What
interesting
if
is
it's not?
to see if it'll be
What
on.
if it's not?
Because the downfall of that is it's interesting to see if it'll be on next year's, right? Because I remember, what was it? Because last year I know it was one of the Pokemon games that wasn't going to be on there, and then there was another big game that wasn't going to be on there, and it was like a big deal because it was like, come on, like
'Cause it would've won
that. Yeah,
type of
that. I mean, what was it? I forget what it was, but there was two of them. They both came out like right at the end of November.
They should have a category.
But see, that's
most
my.
hyped fail.
But see, most hyped.
That would be
Hyped fail of the year.
awesome.
Anthem would have won.
Anthem, yeah.
That's like miscongeniality, right?
Yeah,
That's
hyped
like-
fail.
Mass Effect probably would have won.
Mass Effect Andromeda might have won. Like
yeah.
a game that is just like tons of hype.
The game's beauty
But
and
fails.
its grace.
Funny enough, I had fun with both those games.
Yeah.
No, but
Oh,
see, but
was it? See, Nathan.
That was it. Jedi,
was
Fallen Order. Yeah,
last year.
Jedi Fallen Order was another
good.
one that it was. So it was Pokemon and Jedi Fallen Order were the two. And see, it'll be interesting to see if Jedi Fallen Order is on this year or if it's just been too long where it's not relevant anymore. Right? You know what I mean? But that's my point. When Respawn was looking at their release date, do you think they cared?
No.
You know what I
Whereas
mean?
whereas movies
You know-
set
you know-
themselves up.
You know
for
what I mean?
that,
Well,
right?
Same with Cyberpunk. Do you think they
Cyberpunk,
care?
well, they were more concerned about having a polished game be released than the Game Awards.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
my
for
point,
sure.
right? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's
Yeah, these things are just more fun than anything and a
Yeah.
discussion point.
And
for
like
people.
I think it's cool that they're doing it for the industry, and hopefully one day it'll become, I don't know.
No, I don't
What-
want it to become what the movie industry
No, no,
is
no.
like.
I was
Not
gonna,
at
I was
all.
gonna say,
Leave that garbage all alone.
I was gonna say become what the Academy Awards used to be.
oh,
you know?
about movies.
Yeah,
legit.
yeah, like real movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, I do think it's something cool that they do for the industry. My big fan of Nolan North, he won an award there one year
Yeah.
for voice acting, right? So it's pretty cool.
Great
but
question,
anyway.
Psychotic. Really interesting. Thank you very much for submitting that. Green Label writes in and says, as a gaming podcast, do you think that USC would have beat Bama at the beginning of this football season? No. No way. Clay Helton's there. Sorry,
Nah,
I know
USC
that. No,
sucks.
right now people are like, "Why are you talking football?" No way. USC is terrible.
Dude,
Until
right-
Clay
let me-
Helton leaves, it will never be good.
Never
If
be
you
good.
didn't watch Utah versus USC this last week, it was the most mediocre football on the planet. The Pac-12, in my mind, and this is controversial, is dead. I think the Pac-12 is irrelevant, and that includes USC. I think that eventually USC is going to go independent. I think the Pac-12 has made misstep after misstep, and I think that eventually they'll be disbanded and probably sucked into other conferences.
That's pretty intense. Let me say something.
Yeah, go
So
ahead.
what I think,
Am I bitter?
That was bad cop. You're good.
Am I bitter and angry
Well,
at the Pac-12? Yes.
Yeah. No, what I think is USC, to put it in gaming terms,
Go
right?
ahead.
USC, and I'm a USC fan.
He
Always
is.
have been,
He
right?
is.
Always still am,
He
right?
is.
USC is the anthem
Oh.
of the sports college. Because the thing is, the
No.
reason, no,
They're
the
Hearthstone.
they're Hearthstone.
They've ruined their brand.
No.
They were on top. They are on top. They still have that potential.
It's not her. I would say Blizzard.
Blizzard.
Yeah,
They are Blizzard.
No, it's their anthem because you go to a game, you have a good time, you feel the
feel
passion,
it.
the tradition. You're like, oh, there's some stuff here.
Yes.
There's some stuff here, and then they just never deliver.
Well, they've got a crappy head coach.
That's what
That's
I'm
Blizzard.
saying. That's yeah, maybe it is.
That's Blizzard 2020.
It's Hearthstone at least.
Hearthstone.
Hearth. It's Hearthstone.
I say Hearth.
I know.
I know, and it annoys us every
It's
time
wrong.
you
It's
say it.
Hearthstone.
Literally, your cool meter goes down
No.
every time
Hearth.
you say that wrong.
Hearth.
Hearth. Although Green Label actually has a gaming question. He says also, if you could have one Nintendo game ported to the Xbox, what would it be? You can't choose a whole series. It could be updated to the newest graphics if you want. Nintendo game to the Zelda would have to be up there, right? Just
One of the Pokemon
be
games would
experienced
be
that
cool.
Pokemon is
Contra.
Contra.
always cool. Oh,
Yeah, good old fashioned spread
old
gun.
school,
Metroid.
old school.
Metroid would be an excellent one.
'Cause he said not series, just specific games, right?
Just specific.
I
game.
would
NES
probably.
Contra.
I would probably. Breath of the Wild might be a good one.
Yeah, I think so.
Can you imagine Breath of the Wild with no loading screens?
Yeah.
No loading screens and actual not like that cell shading. Like actually like Unreal graphics.
Yeah.
With
Unreal
mods.
4.
With the unlocked mods. You could get the realistic mod.
Crisis.
Dude, that would be cool. Great question, Green Label. Thank you very much for writing in. Soulfinder has a question. He says, what are your favorite Thanksgiving foods? Mine are rolls, creamy potatoes, and Oreo pie. Ooh, Oreo pie
I love Oreo
is
pie.
good.
Oreo pie.
And would you rather have ham or turkey?
Oh, I would say. I'm
Okay.
gonna be honest.
Top quality ham versus top quality turkey.
Turkey.
Ham.
100%.
Turkey.
Say I'd go ham.
You're a ham
Turkey.
man.
Ham.
I don't know.
Turkey.
It's so good. Both turkey with high quality turkey with high quality cranberry sauce. Mwah.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It's very good.
But a nice brown sugared ham.
Yeah, it's good.
Good
What
stuff.
part of the pig is the ham?
The butt.
Oh,
Yeah.
might be.
It's
one
like the
it's like
leg.
the thigh, right?
Like, yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
butt thigh area.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
This is the bacon.
Yeah.
I actually looked all this up once because I was curious.
Well, at R&R, because
Yeah.
it's all pork there, there's a picture of a pig.
Hey, I wonder if that's what.
And it
they
shows
use,
it all.
They
It's
use
really
every
cool.
part.
Yeah, every part.
Thank
Great
you,
question.
pig.
Soul Finder.
well, that's it. We're just talking meats because there's lots of Thanksgiving.
okay.
foods.
All time favorite Thanksgiving food. I got mine.
Can I always say the underdog for me?
Go,
that
underdog.
I don't think I'm gonna get it on my plate because there's not enough room. But I always just just for fun.
Yeah.
And it always impresses me.
Go ahead.
Yams.
Oh,
Oh,
see,
yams
yams are
like
one for
candied
me.
yams, or
Yeah.
Yams are one
Brown
for me.
sugar,
that I-
marshmallow.
Yeah.
Yeah, yams are. I'm the opposite with yams. Yams are one for me that I'm like, oh yeah, look at that, and I put it on my plate, and then I eat it, and I'm like, that's not really for me.
No, because
I'd rather have the mashed potatoes and gravy.
no
mixed.
vegetable should taste that good. I don't understand. It's so
Well, when
confusing
you pack,
to me.
if you put celery and sugar and honey all on it, celery's going to be good. Like it's just packed with sugar,
And yams already have sugar in it, right?
melted with marshmallows on top.
and then brown sugar and then butter all over
oh
it.
man,
I'm telling you, it's the underdog of Thanksgiving.
dude, have you ever had orange rolls?
Those
Oh
are
yeah,
good.
those are
so
my
good.
favorite.
Oh man.
Favorite.
Oh yeah, and the tear off kind. where
Oh
you
yeah, it's just and it just melts and it's right
I think
the
just
hard shell
food in
on the top.
general.
Oh, So good. Psychotic says green bean casserole.
Yeah,
with
and
I like green bean
pecans.
that
casserole.
is a good one too, especially when they put like the crust underneath.
But I think it's because green bean casserole is pretty much like cream and mayonnaise.
Well, that's
with
the
green-
thing.
like but that's why it's good.
when you, for some reason, Thanksgiving is when we pull out all the stops. You know what I mean? Like green beans, normally cooked green beans, I don't like. Well, they're okay. But for some reason, when we add
For
all
some
that calories and
odd
butter
reason.
and salt and brown sugar all over this food, yeah, green bean casserole, that's good, man. Whew.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Colm Brown writes in.
Oh, that's it? I still want to talk about food.
I'm too hungry now.
Are you really?
I'm too hungry to talk about food.
There's lots of food I want. Okay, fine.
So good.
Moving on.
Colm Brown writes in and says, "Hey bros, my question is, what the hell is going on with the metal monolith that was found in Utah? For those of you that don't know, and you can look
I think
this up
that's
when you bring it up. It's in.
Oh, should I pull
It's in
something
like
up?
Zion's National Park or something, and
Yeah.
basically they were like, the rangers were out like counting sheep, and they just saw this giant metal piece in the middle of nowhere. Just there it is, just standing there.
I think that's adamantium. Actually.
Can I? Hold on. Let me make it so everyone live can look at
For
it.
those of you that haven't, just look up Google mysterious metal monolith found in remote part of Utah.
Okay, I'll pull this up now so everyone.
It
How
looks
tall is
cool.
it? What in the world?
I think Thor might have come and dropped something here. I don't know.
What is this is like from The Fifth Element.
It's like in the middle of a national park.
You know what's awesome is like the guys that did that. Like that's awesome. We should go do that.
Yeah,
We
Cole
should just
wants
get-
to know: was it one of you guys playing a prank, some strange Xbox marketing thing, or is it aliens?
No, I legitimately
What?
I think that's adamantium, or
What
the
is
same
that?
material that Master Chief's armor is made out of.
It's cool, whatever it is, and whoever did that,
Somebody's
well done.
doing
Yeah,
this.
hey.
They got to be doing it as a
Yeah,
prank.
well-
right?
This
well
is
done.
no. This is the new crop circle.
Yeah, they said
Just a pole.
yeah, it's the new crop circle.
What? What is this?
How
thing?
tall is it? Do they have people standing next to it?
Oh, it's like 7 or 8 feet. It's bigger than.
What
it's
kind
bigger
of
than
metal
people.
is it from a material that's on the
Oh, no.
periodic table?
Yeah, it's man-made. They say it's man-made. They just don't know how the hell they got it there. Basically,
I don't know. Probably a truck.
I bet you
horse,
there's a
a
plane
mule.
flying somewhere that's like checking his inventory.
A
and
mule.
Like, oh shoot!
they muled it in.
The cargo door was open.
No, that's really cool. Whoever did that, do it again.
Yeah, keep it up. We want to see more.
You
This
know
is
what
the
you should
modern
do?
Stonehenge.
Yeah.
They should travel around the world and put them in certain places, and then when you connect them all, it's a picture of something.
It spells out someone's name.
Yes, Dave.
Oh man, I wonder. Yeah, I wonder if it's just like some guy's Wi-Fi antenna.
Psychotic says it's a save point.
It's a safe point. Yeah.
That's
That is funny.
awesome.
Yeah, for those of you listening, go look it up. It's basically just a square,
But hey,
tall
hold on.
piece of metal, shiny metal.
Shiny
Who said
pretty.
it was man-made? If it was the
The
guy,
national park people.
yeah, I don't know if I trust them.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a track record of lying to us. Those
No, I
those
mean, I
park
would like,
rangers.
Park rangers, they have an agenda.
yeah, no, I would like a scientist out there because what if it is some crazy metal?
I want a scientist.
It really is. I think the best answer is just a save point. Oh, man.
Some video game is doing research.
Do you know how many of those I have found in Assassin's Creed?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It's a glitch.
It's what it is.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I really think it's like some guy's antenna. If you go to the bottom, there's a cabin like 100 yards away. He's trying to get good Wi-Fi.
It's a satellite dish.
It's a satellite
It's a new
dish.
age satellite dish.
Oh,
Point-to-point
man.
antenna for internet.
Hey, have they checked the surrounding ground for like drugs and stuff? Like maybe it's a marker for a drug drop.
You know there's
No, no,
drugs there because of the park rangers, right?
Pretty
Jordan,
obvious.
it's pretty
No, I'm
obvious
just saying,
that
no,
Jordan
it's
hates
pretty
park
obvious.
rangers.
No, I'm just
yeah, what do
saying.
you have against park rangers?
No,
man?
nothing against park rangers.
I
I'm
just don't trust them.
No, I just what I mean. This is very random, right? What I'm just saying it could be something else. I actually
This is the start
you know
of
what I
like
think
a
it is?
movie,
It
like
is.
a Michael Bay movie from the 90s.
In 2020, we found
No,
the
I
first
think
metal
that's
point.
how they mark.
Little did we know.
If you dig 3 feet down, I bet you'll find like a kilo of cocaine or something. I bet you that's a marker,
Okay.
and that's just all they had. Or
Yeah,
something, you know what I
that's
mean?
all they used.
I need to mark this somehow. Oh, give me that big long monolith.
So here's
from
what
your
you're
truck.
gonna do. You're gonna head up the trail, and when you see the big metal piece, we left it there. It's inconspicuous.
Yeah.
Don't make sure you don't miss it. our drop is that's our drop zone. Our drop is there.
You know what they should do? The park rangers, they should rope it off and just make it a tourist attraction now.
Probably could. This will probably drive people to the park.
Yeah.
Maybe the park rangers did it themselves.
Yeah,
it's an inside job.
Yeah, it was the park rangers.
I don't trust them.
Yeah,
that's
why,
for sure.
Why were they over there counting sheep? You said.
Yeah,
Like,
does this look like a place that sheep
Yeah.
are? I don't think so.
What were they doing over there?
What is happening? They said they were counting sheep. And then all of a sudden there's
In
this
the
monolith
desert?
metal that now is going to drive lots of traffic to the park. It's questionable. It's questionable.
Yeah, it really is like the start of a Michael Bay '90s movie.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna see Helen Hunt fly in a chopper.
No,
Little
I
did we
think
know.
I think there could be. I think your inventory from a plane is
Some
logical.
guy was just like, check that off.
you didn't strap that in.
Hey Harry, did you shut the cargo door?
Yeah, there's all this.
Whoops.
I think they should leave it there. I mean, make sure there's not like a bomb under it, but then they should leave
Or
it there.
cocaine.
Or cocaine. Yeah, you might want to,
That's funny.
That is
okay.
funny.
What's this? So people that are listening can find this.
The Utah monolith.
Utah metal monolith.
Utah metal monolith.
Yes. They say the 2001 Space Odyssey theme music that.
Oh
they
yeah,
just
cue that music.
Cue that music. Cue it.
Yeah.
Anyways, before we head out, let's go. In fact, we can hit the outro music, but.
Oh. No, last time I'm gonna wait until the.
Okay, well, give me one thing grateful for game. One game you're grateful for. Let's do that. It's Thanksgiving.
Can I just be
Let's head
grateful
out
for
with-
my loading times?
Oh, amen. That one. I think you just took the cake.
Oh, whoops!
Right there.
The screen's broken. Hold on, let me fix that.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Sorry, everybody. We're just looking at my table.
Oh, grateful for loading times, or the lack of loading times in the Series X generation.
Yeah, loading times are just amazing.
Jordan, grateful for.
I think I'm grateful for the fact that Cyberpunk is probably 95% not going to get delayed again.
Yes.
That's
It's just
pretty good.
in. It's delayed.
I know. I'm going to say that, and then like next
Yeah.
Tuesday, they're going to be like, hey.
I
sorry.
am grateful for the new controllers because those bumpers are superior. I dropped over to the Elite controller and I'm like, the bumpers they're subpar, even on the Elite controller. And that share button. Can we be grateful for the share
The
button?
share button's amazing.
Smash that share button.
Only if you want to record.
Smash it. So subscribe and smash that share
Smash
button.
that share button, everybody. Guys, have a great week. Happy Thanksgiving. We love you guys. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.